it's Sadie and welcome to another Waitressing vlog. So today's Friday. It is now 20 past, I went to say 20 past midday, 20 past 12. So it's just past lunchtime now and I have a booking tonight at, well, this afternoon at 5:30. Excuse the breakout. Your girl is on her period and I stupidly picked at my face. And today is like a work day, obviously. So gross. Like I can cover that with some really good concealer. Anyway, back to the point. Today is Friday. I've got a work booking at 5:30. I have a really nice girlfriend who's also in the industry who gave me this job. She's going to be working with me as well. I haven't been getting a lot of bookings lately, if I'm being honest, which is part of the reason why I haven't been filming. I have been working maybe like one booking every weekend, but that's it. And they haven't been great bookings. And I know like I'm supposed to film the ups and downs, like the highs and the lows, but also it's like really unmotivating when you're not earning a lot and you're trying to film like waitressing vlogs. And obviously, yeah, it can be like really discouraging to like show that to the world. Like it's not just me taking you along to work with me, it's also like showing you guys like what I earn for a living, so that can be like kind of embarrassing. Fortunately for me, it's not my only income. I do have OnlyFans, I have other content spread across multiple adult websites, also a VA. If you guys don't know what that is, it's an online virtual assistant. So I do VA work on the side for a few clients, and I'm also a video editor for another girl in our industry who does stripper vlogs also. So yes, I'm a very busy girl. Where I'm not earning money in one place, I'm always trying to supplement that with another income. And I just don't like, I get it all the time. Like people go, oh, like things are quiet for waitressing, why don't you get like a 9 to 5? And I'm like, I just don't want to. I've done the 9 to 5 thing for over 20 years. Like I just don't know. Like I've been there, I've done that. I did retail for over 10 years. I'm gonna say 14. Yeah, I started in retail when I was like 14 years old. So me being 35 this year, it's been a long time coming and I'm done with it. My lovely girl has given me a booking for this weekend. I've been saying yes to bookings all weekend and got nothing apart from the job she's given me. And I am so grateful. Apparently this is a big client of hers, so I'm looking to impress. This is not great. I just took my nails off a couple of days ago because just now, I should check that. And I just took my nails off the other day because they kept snapping. It was actually getting really annoying. Like they just kept snapping. And I think it's because of the cold weather. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, literally like last week, like 3 of these nails snapped and I was like, great. I went and bought little press-ons. My beautiful friend Regan recommended these ones from Kmart. Not even joking. I just got press-ons from Kmart for $5. Yeah, Kmart. $5. Don't even know if I glued them on straight, but they feel pretty solid. So they look like, I got a few different packets and different colors and themes because I figured, you know, I can just put them on every weekend and then rip them off for during the week when I'm editing. I just found out today when I like ripped open this packet was that there's actually 2 sets in here, not just one. Yeah, they feel pretty solid. I feel like these definitely aren't like the ones we used to get when we were kids. They just kind of fell off after a few hours. I mean, all they have to do is last me 2 days really, and I can just take them off. So only doing a 3-hour booking, but because she has kind of not stressed to me that this is a big client, but she's let me know like he's a regular and obviously very important and he has spent a lot of money with her in the past. I want to impress and I don't want to like show up not looking my best, especially if she's recommended to work with me and only me. And like they've been asking, is Sadie fun? Like, you know, and all this stuff. So the pressure's on, especially when I'm looking like a bit of a leper. I booked in with my trusty gal at the salon to get my hair washed and blow dried and curled. So I always feel like when my hair is like done like that, I represent my collage like the best. I think I've got like about 40 minutes before I'm gonna leave. Going to quickly have a shower, scrub my body, like exfoliate, because I want to do like a moisturized tan, like one of those developer ones from Bondi. I haven't done one for a while and I'm feeling pretty pasty because it's winter, YOLO. And then I'm going to get ready and go to the salon and get my hair done. I know 1000% it's going to make me feel so much better. And then once I start doing my makeup this Arvo, it'll all come together. I promise I'm not going to work like this. I'm going to go hop in the shower and I will catch up with you guys when we're on the way to the salon. Hey guys, so it is now 10 to 3. I totally forgot to film in the salon. I'm hopeless. Oh, excuse me. My hairdresser's so sweet. She was like, oh, I'm gonna have to start putting you on commission now. Since you started tagging me in your post when you get your hair done, I've had 2 other girls come to me now to get their hair extensions done or hair curled and styled. Sometimes I post stuff and I'm like, is anyone even gonna see this? And then, yeah, when people say stuff like that, it makes me feel nice. And also she's a small business, so I feel like it's so nice to see other girls actually supporting local businesses, especially on the Gold Coast. There's a lot of chain hairdressing salons now that like are making all the big bucks. There's also a lot of hair salons where they're like independently owned, and the one I go to, it's independently owned and she's completely doing it all on her own, and I just think she's such a boss. Like, yeah, I just love her. And she does such a good job on my hair. Every time she curls it, it lasts like more than a couple of days, not just one day. So yeah, super tight and ringlety at the moment, as she always does them for me. And I usually leave them until right before work, and then I break it up a little bit so it doesn't look so ringlety. And yeah, she's just amazing. Love it. Anyway, I'm home now, pulled up in the driveway. I'm just going to finish my milkshake out here and chuck some rubbish in the bin. And then I'm going to go inside and start doing my makeup. I've got about an hour and a half until I have to leave. And I want to pack my bag and choose some options because I'm not feeling really great in the belly. Like I feel really bloated. Probably doesn't help that I'm having a milkshake right now. But I was feeling bloated when I got up this morning because I'm on my period. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can find a nice little costume or outfit that will kind of disguise my belly area and emphasize my boobs instead. And yeah, but I shaved. I did my fake tan stuff like I said I was going to. It hasn't fully developed yet because I'm feeling quite pasty still, but I know it will, like later on. It always does. I'm gonna try and pick out like a cute little outfit and see how we go. Boss, say hello, say hi to the oh he's such a baby. I don't know whether to go with like a dark smoky look today or like a light bronzed look, because before Scarlett left for America, a little adventure, I got this makeup palette and then she said she wasn't sure if she was going to use it or not. It's the Makeup Revolution Roxy palette and it's like an all-in-one. It's contour and highlight, but it has like a bit of everything. I personally like it because it's got the big mirror on it, and I like these shades because you can use them for like your cheeks, bronzer, you can use them as an eyeshadow. It's got the highlighter. This is super pigmented though, like you probably can only use like a smidge of it, but I really like that it has the darker shades for contouring. And yeah, I just don't know whether I should just do something more natural. So I'm thinking maybe I want to try doing something using these like colors, and definitely the highlighter. I haven't used highlighter in so long. Is that banana powder? I don't think it is. Oh no, it's a highlighter. Yeah, we're just gonna get into doing my base. It's already 3:45 and I want to leave around 4:30 because I heard the traffic is quite chaotic this afternoon because it's a Friday. Love that for us. I just got that on my earlobe. Bossy boy's just sitting right next to me, by the way. He looks so cute. Wee. My other little bubbies on the ground. I need to clean this room out so bad. It's so gross. There's shit everywhere. I'm gonna quickly finish doing my makeup. If I keep talking to you guys, I'm gonna get distracted and I'll run late, and I don't want that. I'll catch up with you guys when I'm about to leave the house. All right. This is kind of funny. We're in the new car, so I have to tell you guys, I got a new car. So my cute little Hyundai 830 just kept shitting itself. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I think some of you might have seen that I went to go to a content day, and the content, like the Airbnb where I was going to, was in the hinterland on the Gold Coast, and it was like up this mountain, and it was so high up. Yeah, I was pretty much on an incline driving up the hill like this, and all of a sudden, yeah, I just felt like this car was up my ass. And I'm like, what is this guy's problem? Then I realized it wasn't him up my ass. It was just me driving really slow. And then I guess it was all kind of just happening in slow motion, quite literally, because I wasn't going anywhere, and like my foot was on the floor, like the pedal was to the floor. Couldn't go any faster, and I was soon realizing, like I looked at the dash and, you know, the temperature gauge was just going up to red, and then it was at the top, and then I just seen all this steam, like not smoke, but it's like steam coming up from the bonnet. I was like, what the f? And I wasn't accelerating, and I just freaked out. Oh my god. Luckily I pulled over. It's pretty dusty. Luckily I pulled over in time and got to a spot where I could just stop the car, because literally I flipped the bonnet up. The cap came off at me, the radiator cap, and it just went like fucking nuts. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have opened the bonnet, but I don't know, I'm not a mechanic, I don't know these things. And then it happened 2 more times after that. And then I took it to the mechanics and they did a pressure test and they couldn't find anything wrong with it. And I was like, okay. And I took it to the radiator place, couldn't find anything wrong with it, couldn't see the issue. But my gut just told me like, no, something's wrong with this car. This is like happened twice now and it's just not safe. But after that, I pretty much just didn't want to risk it. I started looking at getting a new car like pretty much right after that. I pretty much always wanted to get a 4-wheel drive if I was going to upgrade my car, because I had a 4-wheel drive before and I really liked it. This time I went pretty new. I got a 2021 model, not brand new, but it's got really low kilometers on it. And yeah, I'm always going 4-wheel driving. Like, I'm pretty much like, I'm always going away with family 4-wheel driving and stuff. I've always really loved it. And yeah, I'm big on camping. And yeah, and me and Scarlett have already got a booking lined up as well next month to go over to, I just poked myself in the eye, quite literally. Go over to North Stratty. We're gonna take my 4-wheel drive. She's got one as well, but this is new, so I want to take it for a test drive. But yeah, I got a new car. But yeah, I'm probably about 20 minutes away from work. It says I'm gonna get there at 20 past, so that's good. I still want to get there like a little bit earlier than I'm supposed to. I'm gonna shut this off and continue driving to work, and I will catch up with you guys when we get there. Okay, so I just parked. I ended up having to pay for parking because it's that hectic tonight. I think the Friday night markets are on. So yeah, I'm just getting my stuff together and then I'm gonna go down and walk towards the hotel. Catch up with you soon.
Just let me love you. 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 Just let me love you.
I just brought the kid up. She's so nice. I just met up with her and she just wanted to pay me because the clients paid her up front. And she made me a Cinnabon. How freaking nice is that? What the hell? Fuck with my friends. She's such a gem. Right, the guys are out there, so I better get ready. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's make that money.
Someday you will meet the one who will put you on a throne. Will put you on a throne. And I will go out on my own to see the world again. But until then, just let me love you. 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 Just let me love you.
I'm so tired. Sorry guys, this is like pretty much the only spot I can put you without you falling down. Actually, maybe I can stick you. Oh yeah, it's a little bit better. Sorry, like my Apple CarPlay's in the way. You like here? Is that better? Hey guys, it's a little bit different in my other car. I had like a phone mount and then in this one I didn't because, ow. I already lost a fingernail tonight, FYI. Good nails, but obviously just don't apply too much pressure to them in the opposite direction. I was mid lap dance when that one snapped. Yeah, pretty sad. Holy cow. Oh, I'm exhausted. It is now 5 to 2 in the morning. Like, how's that? I started at 5:30 p.m. and now it's 5 to 2. It was a long night, but it was worth it. I kind of wish I stayed back now. She stayed for another hour and she said the client was willing to pay, but I said, oh, I don't know if I can stay any longer. I'm just getting tired. But I was like, don't tell the client that. Like, I was just feeling a little bit exhausted and I was worried that when I go to drive, like I'll get sleepy like on the road. So I got there at 5:30. I obviously had to pay for parking. These guys were actually really lovely. They were all like 40s to 50s, really really down to earth, lovely, sweet gentleman. We had some really good, proper, authentic conversations. It's just so hard to come by good conversation these days with clientele, like especially when alcohol and drugs are involved. Things just turn to mush after a while, but these guys were amazing, and I honestly don't know how she scored them. She said she's had them for years now, but she got so lucky with these guys. Absolutely lovely, down to earth, and just happy to just pay like whatever. Like, we weren't being selfish or anything like that. Like, we weren't like constantly hitting them up for money, but just every hour on the hour, just like whisper in his ear and be like, hey, just letting you know, like, it's this time, would you like to keep us another hour? Like, and she was just really nice about it, and he was like, yeah, how much? And each time he would just transfer her the money, and it was just great. It was amazing. Yeah, chef's kiss. I can't honestly thank her enough. She's just the sweetest person in the world. But yeah, these guys were absolutely phenomenal, and I was happy to just keep staying back and back and back. But yeah, I just felt like my body was getting really tired, and I kind of wish I stayed back one more hour because that was so easy to deal with. Like, they were just honestly so freaking nice. I could have stayed there all night. Like, they were so nice, but I would have been super worried about me driving home at that hour. So anyway, I decided to make a call. I'm still very happy with what I made. Yeah, I'm just so grateful to her. She was so lovely. I had a few dances. I got a few lap dances from some of the other guys, but the guy who mainly was like her client, like, and he was really loving, like, he's obsessed with her, like loves her. He was like, I want you back next weekend. How about Saturday? And I'm like, you've got to talk to her because she's your girl, you know? So fingers crossed. I mean, I'm happy to come back next Saturday. I hope she would be. Like, that would be phenomenal because yeah, I get to work with my friend and then also get to work for amazing clients. Great. So we started off with the 3 hours, and she paid me for that because he was paying her like everything up front, and then she was paying me my half. And then after that, she upgraded us to nude for the last hour, and then we ended up extending 2 hours nude straight off the bat, and then they ended up asking, do you girls do shows? And I was like, oh, I don't do shows. And I know that she used to do shows in the past. I don't think she does them anymore. But she was like, how about, would you be willing to do some sort of like a R-rated like striptease or like sort of like a lap dance in front of the guys, but not sort of thing. So yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know, like, and I said no at first, and she was like, well, it's up to you. She was like, you can just watch me do it and then see if you want to try and just follow my lead afterwards. And I'm like, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, I just don't do shows. So I'm like, I don't even know what to do. And she was like, that's okay, you don't have to. She was like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But she was like, the money's there, like, he's gonna keep paying. And I'm like, and then one of the guys was so nice. He was like, Sadie, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Like, I'll back you up. And I was like, I think I will. I think I'll do it. I think I'm gonna do it. And then she did it. She did like a mini like dance R-rated show in front of the guys, and it was kind of cool. Like, she did the splits and shit, and I can't do the splits. I can't do the splits at all. So yeah, I basically just like kind of like hopped on each guy and like tried to do like the mini lap dance on each guy in the crowd, and then I got on the floor and like did twerking and like kind of like spread my legs but covered my hoo-ha and like did this little leg twisty thing and stripper twerk with my legs in the air. I tried to do something cool and sexy, and the guys, I gave out like a few motorboats and things like that. I had honestly no idea what I was doing, but I was trying to follow her lead. I don't know if it looks sexy or not, but the guy seemed to like it, so I guess that counts for something. And then the main guy after that was like, can I take you for a lap dance? And I was like, yes. And he was like, okay. So I went and took him for a lap dance. He was so lovely, so freaking nice. And then he extended the lap dance by one more, which was good. Came back out, extended another hour nude. I've lost track by this stage. And then I spoke to another one of the other gentlemen. We were sitting there talking about like back in the old days when we used to have like cassette tapes. We used to wind it back up with a pencil and VHS, and how we used to go to Blockbuster to rent movies out and all this stuff. And we're just talking about that, and he was like, can I go for a lap dance with you? And I was like, of course. Like, everyone was just so polite and so well behaved, and no boundaries were crossed. It was just phenomenal. So I took him for a lap dance. I actually think I took everyone for a lap dance bar one guy, and I was like kind of looking forward to doing a lap dance for him because he was such a funny guy, and me and him kept connecting over the fact that we both love Star Wars stuff and that he loved Mandalorian. I was like, I love Mandalorian, and I was like showing him my sticker on my car. It's like, this is the way. And I just bought this cute little Grogu Star Wars keychain, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting this for my car. And he was like, fuck yeah. Like, so I'm actually kind of bummed that I didn't get to go for a dance with him. I totally just forgot. So I hope he doesn't feel like a little bit left out, but I didn't do it intentionally. Yeah, I ended up going for a lap dance with this other guy, and then I ended up going for a lap dance with the younger guy in the group. He was 40, so he was the youngest. And I went for a lap dance with him last, and then we got extended again, and that was it. I was like, okay, 1:30 is my cutoff. Like, I don't know if I can stay any longer. I'm kaput. I'm kaput. Yeah, there's no other way of saying it. Like, I'm just exhausted. So the majority of my payments were in bank statements. So I can't really show you because they're on my phone here. But I made $1,400 in bank transfers from her because it was her private client, and he was paying her each hour on the hour, and then she was paying me like directly each hour on the hour. And I was fine with that because she's my friend and I know her and I've worked with her so many times before. Like we've known each other for 10 years. So she was paying me by PayID. So it was coming through instantly on the go anyway. So I could see the payments coming up. And then I made this much in actual, I think this was lap dance money. So in actual cash, I made 50, 100, 200, 300, 400. Wait, is that right? Yeah. 50, 100, 200, 300, 400. So 400 plus 1,400 is $1,800. 630, 730, 830, 930, 1030, 1130, 1231. So for 8 hours work, I made $1,800. That's before tax though, but still, pretty good for one night's work. Feel really grateful for her getting me on the booking. I was chatting to her the other weekend and she was saying that she had this really big client coming up that's her regular, and I was like, oh, do they want like another metalhead? Like, I was just joking around, and I was like, let me know, like, you know, any chance they want one, you know, just like and yeah, I honestly didn't even think she was gonna ask. Like, honestly, she could have just said no and kept them all to herself, which I would completely understand if she wanted to. But yeah, it was so freaking nice of her to do that for me. Really, really regret not staying another hour because I would have made $2,000 in one night and probably not have to work tomorrow night. But yeah, I should definitely, if the work comes through, I'm going to make the most of it as much as I can. But yeah, such a freaking cool night. So grateful. So freaking grateful. I don't even think she knew I was vlogging tonight, but I'm glad I did because honestly, like, I miss picking up the camera. I miss vlogging. I miss talking to you guys. I miss showing like this side of the industry and like how up and down it can be. And I really wish that I didn't stop doing that. Like, I know I can get really discouraged, and I think this goes, you know, without saying for a lot of girls who do stripper vlogs, but it can be really hard to show your income online, like to a bunch of strangers that you don't even know. Nevertheless, a not very good income. So if it's a shit weekend, like, it's not exactly like something you want to show off and be like, hey, look at me, I'm getting my clothes off and I'm not making any money for it. I don't know why I needed to sound like Cartman when I said that. It's not exactly something you want to show off to the world. So it can be really, really discouraging when you're like just bearing your entire life on social media like that. So I'm going to try and pick up my camera more because I think it's important to show this side of the industry because it is very glamorized, and so a lot of the time, like, a lot of people think it is easy money and it just comes to you, and it's not always the case. It's a lot of networking, it's a lot of marketing and advertising yourself, making sure you have a good photographer, you've got good photos, you make good connections in the industry. Like tonight, like, if I didn't know this wonderful beautiful girl that I've known for so long, I wouldn't have this client tonight. And it's just also like having a good attitude at work and good personality. The reason she chose me for this booking was because, not because I needed the work, but she also gave it to me because she knew I could handle a crowd of this caliber where they need good conversation to keep going all night and stay stimulated. Like, they're not gonna sit there and stay up all night and spend money on someone who's not gonna talk and have fun and be like high energy, you know what I mean? Whereas I could provide that for them. Even though I honestly wasn't drinking all night, I had one drink where I poured like a little bit of vodka into my can, and the rest of the night I was just pretending. I'm pretty sure they thought I was drinking the whole time, and I just stayed awake the whole time. So it takes a lot to be that person, the high energy person in the room, without taking on substance, and also just making sure that even though like you're working really late hours, even if you're working really late, doesn't mean you have the excuse to just lay around and do nothing and sit on your phone. Like, you still have to put the work in, and that's what I tried to do. And I hope that, yeah, hopefully her client sees that, and hopefully that she saw that as well, that I was putting the effort in. Obviously would want to work for them again because they were legend. Also, how's my hair? Looking freaking amazing. I mean, a lot of my curls have dropped, but still, like, I feel like that's still pretty good. Like, it looks really styled still. So I just wanted to say thank you for coming along with me for tonight's vlog, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your support, and I do see your kind messages. I've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram lately saying, when are you going to post some more waitressing vlogs? When are you going to post again? And I honestly felt so guilty not posting this whole time because I honestly just didn't have the motivation. I was so discouraged. I need to just let fall to the waist and just get over myself when it comes to that sort of thing, because at the end of the day, me posting about not making much money in sex work cuts through the stigma about sex workers earning shit tons of money all the time, every day. That's just not how it is. It's not realistic, and it's not always the case with every single person. Every person has a different experience in sex work, and it's not always like resulting in us rolling around in money on our bed every single night. It's just not how the cookie crumbles. I'm definitely going to try and post some more often. In the meantime, if you guys like this type of content, please hit that like button and the subscribe button, and make sure you click that notification bell so that you guys get notified every time I upload. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you guys all in my next vlog. Bye!